homies, this one is for Gabrielle Zandoval. Thank you so much for shipping your JR radio to us. And it's going to be our first JR wrap. You want to start off over here, Gabe. Try to line up this hole with the grip. Don't worry about that long piece. And we're just going to slowly work the air bubbles out. And it should line up perfect like that. Then with this one, the cool thing about vinyl is it's stretchable and pliable. So you want to line it up against this. Line it up against that line of the handle there. And stretch at the same time. And that should line up. There's the first part of your wrap. Let's see what else we got here. This sticker, you want to line it up with this corner here. Oh, you see with my fat finger. Just make sure it's even. Try to center it. Once you got it to where you want it, don't push down yet. That way, in case you mess up on the placement, you can always peel the vinyl back off. You're going to take this just like the other piece. Kind of leave a little gap there. Or line it up if you want. And that's that piece right there. I'm pretty happy where that is. So now you can start working out these air bubbles that are showing up. Start pushing down on the vinyl. Also remember to make sure your radio is really clean. I wipe this down with some solution that we use, but you can get away with, like maybe using Windex or a mild solution. Well, actually alcohol will work too. And we got one more here for this piece. Also make sure your fingers are clean. If you got any oils, it'll affect the adhesion. Alright. Now we're going to take this synergy piece. This one's just basically centering. Make sure you're centered and it should lay down properly. If you're not, like I said, don't push down on the vinyl until you're comfortable with where you want it. Move it over just a little bit. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Then you want to push down on it once you're happy with where you want it. And for your setup screen, I like to line up the corners. This one's a little tricky. You're working with two straight pieces that sometimes like to go astray on you. Just kind of lay it and push down lightly. It's pretty straight. We'll go ahead and drop it down. And if you notice, there's a piece here that I don't like, so I'm going to peel that up and redo it. And to peel it up, just take a nice X-Acto. Try not to scratch your radio. Just peel up a corner. And if you notice, I'm going to push down hard on it. Now I'm going to peel this up. Like I said, the vinyl's pretty pliable, so I'm going to stretch it a bit. And I'm going to do the same thing for this piece here. Just let it lay. Happy with that. Now that you've got it where you want it, you start pushing down on it. Nice thing about the vinyl is if you guys don't like the wrap and want to change it up, all you gotta do is peel it right back up. And for the most part, it comes off pretty easy. But if it's been on there caked on for years, then you may have an issue, but doubt it. And that piece there. So that's what we got so far. Now we're going to work this ring. If you look at this radio, right here is where you want to start off, Gabriel. Right at that corner there. The fat fingers are in the way again. So what we're going to do is kind of line that up. Then you want to line up this line here. And that should help you lay everything out. And again, I left it open so that you can manipulate it around, get these into the switches. And again, just kind of lay the vinyl down without pushing down on it. And once you think it's right where you want it, then you want to push down. But this one looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and push down on it. The JR radios are a little tricky because it's got a lot of curves. So sometimes the graphics won't line up properly. But for the most part, it does what it's supposed to do. So there's that piece there. Again, if you put it where you don't want it, just pick it up with an X-Acto knife. There we go. Sounds good. Now you have the top shoulders. This one's a little tricky. You gotta get this into the switch first. And you want to line up that corner piece to the sidewall. And the sidewall's here. Just lay it down. And hopefully everything lines up. It may be off a little bit, but I guess the trade-off of having a wrap, it's not going to always be perfect on there. So if you're OCD, sorry about your luck. I'm a little OCD, but for some reason these wraps have gotten to the point where close enough. Notice I'm using the top of my fingernail, not the edge. You want to lay down, or you could actually use a Q-tip. And then you have this little section here. This one's an easy one. You just kind of center it if you want, or you just kind of roll it up. There you go. Perfect. So that's what we have so far. It's starting to come together. Excuse me. It's a little tricky because it's a bend. So if you want to just kind of, again, lay it down, don't push down. That way you can manipulate the vinyl. Just like to make sure it's centered. Do one side, work your way around the other, pick it back up, and then center this side. Well, that's where I want it. So I'm going to start pushing down on it. Perfect. Coming along, dude. Coming along. This one also is a difficult one because it's curved. Oop. I forgot to take the switch holes out. Boink. And then just kind of drop it, don't push down until you're happy with the centering, and I'm happy with that. So then I'm going to take this one piece and just kind of manipulate it around this curve. Nice thing about vinyl's really, really pliable. Perfect. And then I gotta cover up my initials. Also, for small pieces like this, if you notice I put it on the X-Acto knife. That way it helps you position. And right where you want it, just drop it down, a little pressure. Release a knife, top of nail or a Q-tip. Put some pressure down. Perfect. Alright, there you have it. Too noisy.